All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Chakurash, the honors our elders and apostles of great meals and that do it well. And salutations and blessed to Akman now pushing this word with truth, sincerity, and charity. Today, I would like to get into this quick lesson. I'm going to title it YAHAWASHI, an unstoppable force. All right, because when YAHAWASHI comes back to this reality, all right, to redeem what is his, all right, his elect, all right, to judge this world and bring a swift judgment and a swift death upon it. He will be an unstoppable force, man. There will not be anyone that can come up against him. All right, anyone that's gonna harm him, harm his forces. All right, which is gonna be the angelic forces. All right, because he's not coming back alone. He's coming back quite strong with the thousands of heaven, as it says in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, because YAHAWASHI is coming back with Michael the archangel, and the rest of the angelic force of the heavens. All right, a Yahweh of hosts. All right, the Lord is a power of armies. All right, he is a man of war. Yahweh is his name, as it says in Exodus, the 15th chapter. So when he comes back, man, he will be unstoppable. It's not going to be anything and nothing to be able to stop him. And this is just something that I was just, meditating on earlier. Because I was watching, watching a couple of clips of like what is that movie, man? I forgot the name of it, but just watching, clips with movies with chariots in it, what people call so-called UFOs, which they are the chariots of YAHAWASHI. That's what the Lord rides in. All right, that's what he's gonna come back in. All right, and every eye will see him. And the earth and the nations of this earth will wail because of him, because he's coming to bring judgment, death. Okay? So any further ado, I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to start with, the 2nd Ezra 13. It's not going to be anything on this planet earth to stop YAHAWASHI, man. There is no technology that's going to match the angels, all right, those chariots. This is far beyond Esau, Edom's comprehension. So this is 2nd Ezra 13:1. It says, "And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof." And that's YAHAWASHI coming to this reality, because when he comes to crack those clouds, all right, every eye is going to see him, man. All right, he's going to move all of those clouds about the way, man. Everything is going to be moved out of the way, all right, at his coming, and everyone is going to see him. It says, "And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him." Because when he comes back, he's coming to do great killing, man. And he's not coming back alone. He's coming back waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, as it says in the Psalms, the 68th chapter, which Lord will not grab. This is Revelation 1:7. It says, "Behold, he coming with clouds." All right, he's coming with clouds, man. He's not coming back alone. He's coming back with thousands and thousands of chariots. All right, which is why the day of the Lord is going to be a dark day. It's going to be literally a dark day, man. All right, the sun is going to be blacked out by the chariots. Sun is going to be blacked out by ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, it's going to be a very dark day, and it's going to be dark metaphorically as well, because it's going to be great killing, great death. All right, and there's going to be great sufferings. It says, "And every eye shall see him," because he's coming back in a very big chariot. All right, as we like to say, a fathership. All right, you can, and I'm going to continue to read that in that 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, because it's going to go into it. All right, how big YAHAWASHI's chariot is going to be. It says, "And they also which pierced him." So also those men that pierced YAHAWASHI, those 2 Roman soldiers that pierced him, it pierced his body after he died, man. After he gave up the ghost on the cross. And they pierced him, and that blood and water came out of him. They're going to pay for that, man. All right, and I'm pretty sure they're right back in their lots. All right, doing the same thing. They're probably somewhere part of the Space Force, part of Esau, Edom's army. And the Lord Lord has a special death for them. All right, a special death for you, man. So it says, "And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen." So everyone is going to wail because of YAHAWASHI when he comes back. All right, they're going to tremble when YAHAWASHI comes back. They're going to be perplexed when he comes back, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be a very beautiful time. And in that, man, no one is going to be able to think to speak against him, and no one is going to be able to think to come against him. But YAHAWASHI is going to make them fight. He's gonna make the armies of this world fight, man. They said they're gonna be afraid, but there's fight. This is Psalm 68 and 17. It says, the chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. All right, now YAHAWASHI is gonna be right in there, leading the charge, man. Leading the charge, leading the angels, to destroy. And the Lord is really gonna do overkill. All right, it's gonna be really overkill. The Lord's gonna show out, man. Because like you said, it's gonna be like a time never before. It's gonna be salvation like never before, destruction like never before. So he's gonna show out with all of his chariots, all of his might, all of his power, man. He's gonna show Esau that he is nothing but a man. You so-called white people, you are nothing but men. Hey, let me grab this. All of you heathen are nothing but men, man. This is Psalms 9 and 19. Hey, we are the true gods, man. And YAHAWASHI is going to show you that. It says, arise, O Yahweh, let not man prevail. And yeah, we want the Lord to arise against you heathens. Rise up. Right? Disappoint this man. Cast him down. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahweh, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Salah. So you nations are nothing but men, man. And the Lord will put you in fear. And I'm going to go back to this 2nd Ezra 13. You will be put in fear, man. You have no choice but to fear. You ain't going to have no fucking might in your heart in that day. This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 4. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth fell it when it filleth the fire. And you must picture these things, man. You have to really picture these scriptures when you read them. All right, YAHAWASHI, when he comes back in that chariot, all right, everyone is gonna be afraid. All right, the earth is gonna tremble. The earth is literally going to tremble when he comes back, man. This reality will feel his presence. It's gonna feel his presence. It's gonna feel the presence of the angels, man. And then he's gonna come forth judging. All right, as I said, he's gonna be like a travailing woman. All right, he's been holding his peace all this time, man. Man, the Lord is gonna go crazy when he comes back here, man. This is let me see. I know it's Isaiah 42 and verse 14. Nope, 13. It says, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. Right, YAHAWASHI shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. So yeah, YAHAWASHI has been up there in the heavens. All right, he's just patiently waiting, man. He don't know exactly the exact time Yahweh is gonna say, go get him. You know, take this kingdom, conquer, redeem your elect. You know, he doesn't know when these things are going to happen, man, but he's just holding his peace right now. But at the end of the day, he will prevail. He will win. He will defeat his enemies, man. And it says that all will be under his foot. All right, and 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, Hebrews, the 10th chapter. All right, every knee shall bow to the name of YAHAWASHI. It says, and the way that he's going to do that, he's going to do that through the conquering, through the destruction, through the fire that he's going to bring on the earth. It says now, it's not going to be anything pretty, man. It's not a war, a translation of a kingdom is not anything pretty. You can read all throughout history of that. It's great death that goes through that, man. So it says, now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. And that's what he's coming to do. To destroy and to devour at once, man. He's coming to conquer. He's coming to rule over these nations. He's going to come like a travailing woman. All right? Hey, you see a woman that's out of her pregnancy, man. She's just going crazy. Like, you know. YAHAWASHI is going to let out that battle cry. All right? Going to let out that battle cry, man, to judge you nations. And this is Revelation 6 and verse 1. And he's gonna run through you people, man. It says, and I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts, saying, Come and see. And I saw and beheld a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And that's what YAHAWASHI is coming to do. He's coming to conquer. He's coming to put everything under his wheel. All right, everything under his feet, man. Hey, and that bow is going into that chariot fire. That chariot fire, man, he's gonna come with. 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 4. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. All right, and what goes with a bow? It's an arrow that goes with that bow. All right, it's a combo weapon. You can't have the bow without the arrow. So YAHAWASHI is gonna come with that bow and arrow, man. He's gonna come with that with that destructive force. All right, which is gonna be that chariot fire. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right, so they're gonna try to subdue YAHAWASHI. They're gonna try to stop YAHAWASHI, an unstoppable force, something that can't be stopped, something that can't be perceived in this reality, man. YAHAWASHI is gonna come in full God mode. He will not meet thee as a man. He's gonna come as a God, man, as an angelic force. And what are you gonna do when YAHAWASHI comes to visit you? you're just gonna have to succumb to his will, man. Yeah, you're gonna be subdued. You're not gonna subdue him. All right, Esau, Space Force, these other nations, man, that's gonna band together with Esau and the rest of these nations. They're all gonna band together to try to fight YAHAWASHI. And what's gonna happen to them? But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. And that's that Revelation 1:7. All right, every eye shall see him. That great mountain, man. It says, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, but I could not. So Ezra could not see the end of this chariot. From one end all the way to the next, man. It's gonna be the whole entire earth. It's gonna be the whole entire sky. You're not gonna be able to see anything but YAHAWASHI's chariot, man. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, and how are you gonna stop something like that? Like let's be real, man. How can you stop that? How can you defeat that? How can you defend against that? But hey, they're gonna have the mindset of like, damn, like what do we do? But the Lord is still gonna, no, come get this death. Come get your death, man. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. So they were sore afraid, man. They were extremely afraid of YAHAWASHI. All right, his chariots, his might, his army, man. And yet there's fight. So the Lord is still going to put the spirit on them to fight, because he's a man of war. He wants to test out his chariots, man. Hey, he's been holding his peace for all this time. Hey, man, he's ready to get busy. He's ready to bring war. He's ready for a fight, man. He's gonna get a fight, but it's gonna be quick work, man. The Lord is gonna mop the floor with you, Esau. It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. All right, so hey, it's like you're reading that Isaiah the 63rd chapter. YAHAWASHI is not gonna physically come down right out of his chariot and start to put people to death. No, he's gonna do it all through his chariot, man. All right, his chariot might. All right, that chariot fire. He's gonna burn up all these heathen nations. He's gonna burn up everyone that came against his elect. All these armies are gonna be destroyed before YAHAWASHI. Yeah, let me get this Isaiah 34. Just a couple verses. Isaiah 34:1, it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. It says, for the indignation, righteous anger, of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. And we're going to read this, man. He's going to deliver all of you nations to the slaughter. There's going to be no contest, man. This is 2nd Esdras 13 and verse 11. And he said that all of you are as a drop from a bucket. All right, a drop of a bucket is nothing. You're nothing to the Lord, man. You can do nothing to YAHAWASHI. He's going to show you that you are nothing but men. All of your armies, all this, this nuclear power that you have, all of your weapons that you have, man. The Lord is going to show you that it's literally fucking garbage, man. It's paper. It's nothing to him. It's just like trying to beat paper with a rock. You can't do it, man. The 2nd Esdras 13 and verse 11 says, and they were all mixed together, meaning it's going to go into it. It says the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest. So all these things were mixed together to create that one concentrated laser beam, that one concentrated fire that Yahawashi is going to judge this earth with, as it says in Isaiah, the 66th chapter. And fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. So not one of them escaped. Not one of them got away. Not one of them was able to maneuver and get away from Yahawashi. No, they all got burnt up. They all were destroyed, man. It says, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, so all those nations that came up to fight against him, all those fighter jets that were up in the sky to fight against Yahawashi, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So, amen. The only thing that Ezra saw was dust, was smoke, destruction, desolation, waste. That's what Yahawashi is gonna do to these other nations, man. He's gonna be an unstoppable force, man. It's gonna be nothing to stop him. Nothing. Isaiah 66 and verse 15. This is the power that we fighting for. This is the power that we serve, man. We have nothing to fear. All right, all we got to do is trust in YAHAWASHI. He got our back, man. Wait till the Lord rises up to the prey. And when he rises up, man, he's going to totally destroy this man and put him in subjection. Then after that, all of your kings, your rulers, they're going to be bound up, all right, because they're going to be hiding, man. They're going to hide inside those caves, all right. It's all a part of the Lord's plan because he's preserving you to be slaves, to be the first fruits of slavery, man. Your kings, your rulers, your Rothschilds. All right, and Moab, his rulers, Ammon, his rulers, all right, Ishmael, his rulers. You all would be round up and you would be slaves. Isaiah 66 and verse 15, and we can read it in Psalms 149. So this is Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And it's a movie out called Nope. Well, I don't know if it's out yet, but it's coming out or whatever. And it's made by Jordan Peele, those same dudes who made what is that? Get Out. Get Out, and it was another movie they made, but it's a really good movie, and it's about Jakes. So it's about Jakes, man. And those chariots are coming like whirlwinds. They got the chariots right up in the movie. All right, they call, of course they call them UFOs, but we know what it's about, man. We know what they are. And the movie is predominantly with Jakes in it, so they know, man. They know. But those chariots, when they come as it's like a tornado. All right, it's like a tornado comes behind them with all the force, that they have, man, when they come, down to the earth. They coming with that hovering and and everything, man. It's causing a whirlwind. And that's how Yahawashi and his angelic force is going to come back, man. They're going to come swift. They're going to come swift with that destruction. All right, you can, let me see, because, it says that Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. I believe it's, Isaiah 19 and 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, and the Lord is going to be a burden to Egypt, man, to Babylon the Great. It says, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And man, a lot of these people are going to have literally heart attacks, man. They're going to just drop dead when they see Yahawashi. fucking have heart attacks, man. They're gonna be going crazy when they see this, man. This is gonna be like a time like never before, man. Something you have never seen in your life. All right, and he's coming in a swift cloud to make a quick work of Esau, Edom, quick work of this world and in this nation. These things that these heathens have set up. Hey, the Lord said that you're gonna build, but He's gonna throw down. Esau, Edom has built up all this shit, man. The Lord is gonna throw it down all in an hour. Everything that these heathens have built up, the Lord is gonna throw it down in an hour. The Taj Mahal, throw it down in an hour, man. All this is gonna be done swiftly. So this is Isaiah 66:15. It says, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render His anger with fury, and His rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by His sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many." So it's going to be many, many, many bodies piled up on each other, man. It's going to be great, great death out here when YAHAWASHI comes back. And this is how He's going to judge. This is how He's going to plead with all flesh. This is how He's going to judge you, man. With His chariots fire and with His ICBM nuclear missile fire, man. This place will be judged by way of fire. We read of that in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. That's how this place is gonna be thrown down. That's how this place is gonna be destroyed, man. By way of ICBM nuclear missile fire and chariot fire. All right. So yeah, let me go back to this Ezra. No, I finished that. Yeah, there's Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and verse 7. It says, "And there was war in heaven." All right, and this is not talking about like these Christians like to say, these stupid ass Christians. All right, like to say that war in heaven is talking about the actual spiritual realm. No, it's peace in the spiritual realm. It's total peace in the spiritual realm. This is talking about the heavens. When you look up outside and you can see the clouds, you can see the chemtrails. All right, that's what that's talking about. It says, "Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels." And that dragon is Esau, all right, and Esau in his military forces, all right, which they refer to them as angels because they're flying inside of the sky. They're up in the sky, all right, and the angels of the Lord are up in the sky. So Esau Edom has his angels. He's going to be fighting against the Lord and His angels. But what? It says, "And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven," because the Lord is going to cast Esau down to the ground. All right, you're no longer gonna be sitting on a throne, man. You're no longer gonna be the prince of the air. All right, you're gonna be cast down to the ground. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. Yeah, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So all of the power and might that Esau Edom has is going to be totally destroyed and pulled down by YAHAWASHI and his angelic forces. Michael, the archangel, all right, this day he's going to come with. It's not going to be not one chariot is going to be destroyed. You don't read not one scripture that says that the chariots of the Lord, some chariots are going to be defeated. Some, no, man. Hey, the Lord is going to totally prevail. He's not going to lose not one of His forces, not one of his men, man, not one of His chariots. So this is because Esau doesn't have the technology to defend against that anyways. There's nothing that he can do but to succumb to the will of YAHAWASHI. He's gonna fight good, man. That's what the Lord wants. He wants you to fight. What man is just gonna give up his kingdom peaceably? All right, of course you're gonna fight, man, but you're gonna lose miserably. You're gonna lose in 1 hour. So this is Salakia, Isaiah 63:1. It says, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? And we have read this already, man. All right, it's YAHAWASHI. All right, let me get this. Revelation 19 and verse 11, because it's going to make it very clear who this is talking about. Revelation 19:11, it says, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse." And we just read it at in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, the sea and all the waves was moved thereof. Everything was moved out the way YAHAWASHI is coming. All right, because He's going to come to this reality. He's going to crack these clouds, man. It says, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. And this is going to be all righteous when YAHAWASHI comes back, because Esau Edom is very, very wicked. He's evil, man. And look at all the unrighteous things that he has done to our people. So YAHAWASHI must judge this man according to the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, a one that comes to my head is a if you be found with a with a man in your hand. Let me just grab it. Yep. This is Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, and Esau did both of these things. He stole us and he sold us on auction blocks. Or if he be found in his hand, it was still in this man's hand, is very evident. He held us fast and didn't want to let us go, man. He made us perpetual slaves. This is what he wants. It says, he shall surely be put to death. And the Lord is going to surely put this man to death, man. In righteousness he doth judge and make war. So this is Revelation 19:12. It says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. All right, no man knew his name. All right, because this world does not know YAHAWASHI. We are the only ones that know YAHAWASHI, the body of YAHAWASHI, which we are of YAHAWASHI. So we know his name, but the rest of this world don't know who he is, man. But hey, when he comes back, he's gonna conquer. That's why he's gonna have many crowns on his head. All these nations and all their kings will be cast down to the ground, and he will be the only king ruling over all. All right, YAHAWASHI and King David are gonna be ruling over all, man. It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh, proving that this is YAHAWASHI. All right, the Word of Yahweh is YAHAWASHI, man. And he has that vesture dipped in blood, as we're going to go back into in that Isaiah the 63rd chapter. And whose blood is that predominantly going to be? It says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses clothed in fine linen, white and clean, because he's not coming back alone. He's coming back with his army. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with a rod of iron. This is what's going to happen after he smites those nations with that sharp sword that's going to come out of his mouth, which is those concentrated laser beams, that chariot fire, all right, that we read of in Isaiah, in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. That's how the Lord is going to judge these nations. And after that, he's going to put them in subjection and rule them with a rod of iron. All right, and then we're going to be right along with him, ruling them with a rod of iron. They don't want to list us. They're going to be dashed to pieces, man. It says, and he treaded the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of Almighty Yahweh. And he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, and Lord of Lords. All right, and YAHAWASHI, he was staying all of his raiment, man. He's going to be doing great killing. This is Isaiah 63:1. Hey, these people like to say that the Lord is about all love. Well, why when he comes back, why is he going to kill so many people? Why is there going to be so much bloodshed by the hands of YAHAWASHI, man, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ? Why are these things going to happen? Because of wickedness. Because you people not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. So this place has to go down, man, with a mighty and swift destruction. Isaiah 63:1 says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments? With dyed garments from Basra. All right, so the Lord is going to come from Edom. He's going to come for you Edomites, you so-called white people. Because look at what you're doing to the world, man. You're totally destroying the planet Earth. You have the nation of Israel in slavery and subjection. All right, and you are the devil. You are the wicked. And you oppose everything that YAHAWASHI has set up. And you want to be like the Most High, man. So he's going to show you that you ain't no fucking God, man. You a man. You are a mortal man. He's gonna slay you, man. Great death. It says, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And he's gonna come in that gloriousness. All right, that strength. All right, that chariot fire. He's gonna that chariot power. All right, and that angelic godlike power. He came a lowly, riding on the ass. All right, the first time as in the flesh. in the flesh, man. But this time he's going to come as a God, unstoppable. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treaded in the wine fat? We just read of that in Revelation, the 19th chapter. All right, he treaded the wine press, all right, of Almighty Yahweh. This is YAHAWASHI, man, and this is just symbolic of how much blood that he's going to be shedding, how much death he's going to be causing, man. It says, I have treaded the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I would shred them in mine anger and trample them in my fury. So yeah, the Lord's going to trample you nations, man. And you just read of this, man. Just think, man. All right, the Lord is not all love. He's going to trample. He's going to kill. It says, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. So that's just saying that the Lord is going to be doing a lot of killing. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So YAHAWASHI has that vengeance in his heart, man, still to this day. And to the Lord, it has been nothing but 2 days. All right, because the time in the spiritual realm moves much quicker than it does down here for us. All right, it's been 2,000 years, and some change for us, and it's been a little bit over 2 days for YAHAWASHI. And he's just patiently waiting for the Heavenly Father Yahweh to say go. All right, he's gonna come travail, like he's gonna come like a travailing woman, man, going crazy, bringing great death on this land and all those that inhabit it, man. The people will be judged by Yahweh Bashim Shai, and he will not be stopped, but he will go forth conquering and to conquer and make everyone bow their knee to his name, man. So hey, I pray this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Chakodash, the honest our elders and apostles of great millstone and do it well. And salutations and blessings to Akim, now pushing his word with true sincerity and charity. Shalom and a Baba Ball.